back on?
Yeah.
All right, yo, can I introduce my man now?
Go ahead.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen.
No, hold up. This is big.
Fact, you introduce
this
him.
is no, you introduce him, but this is big for 15
Team
minutes of
Homi
fame,
Rebel
bro.
Arms, B.
This is big right here.
Word.
So he humble and shit too. I don't know, man.
What a little surprise would be, you know what I mean?
Let's do that.
This my brother from Harlem, you feel me?
Yeah.
My brother from another mother. My son call him uncle.
Word.
My son call all these niggas uncle.
That's
Pay
what's
attention.
He can't even talk yet.
Yeah, people, whoever out there listening, this is a treat for y'all right
Yo,
now.
listen.
I didn't even know
Close
this shit was
attention.
going to happen.
Immortal Technique in the building.
You already know what time it is.
Word. Shout to Immortal Technique,
Yo,
man.
Rebel Arms team, Homi. Immortal Technique is in the building. Independent music. We talking about it tonight. Support the local independents in your area because that way you don't need to sell out to some large corporation that don't give a fuck about them. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Good music is good music, no matter what it is, whether it's hip hop or rock and roll or jazz or reggae. Something's garbage. That means it has no substance and no creativity. And remember, we in the hood, we love lyricists. You know, those are our favorite people. Don't say that they dumb it down for us in the ghetto. That's a lie.
Word.
They dumb it down for the suburbs and for little kids that don't understand the culture. That's who they dumb it down
Absolutely.
for. Not for us. They create those baby letters for us to follow. We not doing that.
Pay attention.
Now, yo, real quick before you slide off, this station is, I just explained this to you, independence. You being one of the biggest independent artists, I'm talking in the world. You know what I mean? Anything that you, but let's call a spade, bro. Like you, Tech Nine, like, you know, you guys are, you know, you made a living off this shit. You know what I mean? Any artists out there, especially with the shit being flooded right now, any words like you could give them, like, you know, like what would you say to an up and coming artist?
I say that all the time, and they say, you know, what can I do to better myself? And I tell them, listen, I can't tell them the quick and easy path to success because that's not the one I took. But I can tell them that the more creative they are, the more people gravitate to it. You know what I mean? If you're a lyricist, if you're really doing rap, then you know what? You need books and you need life experience like a fucking knife needs a sharpening stone. You gotta be sharp. If you're not absorbing new things in your life, if you're not coming to terms with some of the dumb shit that you did and then giving perspective on it instead of just bragging like a fool, then you just mixing in with everybody else. And that's why I appreciate what's going on here because I've seen these brothers come from being just battlers to now making music that's in the cut that people don't have yet, that's about things, that has different topics, you know what I mean? So I think that that's important. And I tell people, you know, the other thing is to be humble in terms of the business that you do. You know what I mean? You got to be able to go anywhere and everywhere for this. You got to be able to hit the ground and touch the ground and talk to other people. You can't be one of them niggas that's afraid to reach out because it's like, oh, well, them niggas going to think that I wanted to do a song with them. But you didn't want to do a song with them.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the problem in admitting that? You know what I mean? Or you thought that there could potentially be business to be made. If you come into somebody's door with money, they can't be mad at you. And you can't be intimidated by who the fuck they are, who they think they are. If somebody don't want to work with you, you don't choose some emotionally charged rant and say, go online, oh, this nigga don't want to do a song with me.
Yeah.
Bro, I act like a fucking man, dude. You know how many people hit me up all the time? I can't get to every single person on Facebook or Twitter like that. And I think realistically people know that. But when you don't play your position and you don't act like, you know, you're really trying to get something done, then people don't believe you. Also, I tell people, if you're a regional artist, conquer the region. You know what I mean? If you're from New York and you're not doing shows in Jersey, you an idiot. I tell people all the time, I built half the fan base I have, and I got so many people that love me to the point they'll threaten somebody. What I'm just saying is because I used to come out here when I was still a battle rapper in New York City, in Harlem, and I would do shows.
Battle rapper.
In Bayonne. I would do shows in Newark. I do shows in Elizabeth. I do shows in Perth Amboy. I do shows all over this motherfucker. And people will say, well, man, he's coming to us. We should go to him. Yo, don't be greedy with yourself, yo. If you live in Philly, you should be doing shows in South Jersey. You should be doing shows in Western Pennsylvania, whatever the fuck. Yo, if you live in Baltimore, you should be in D.C. You should be in West Virginia. You should be everywhere. That's the point I'm trying to make. Don't leave out those other places around you because the more and more places you touch, the bigger of a radius you make for yourself so that when you finally do have a launch or a large event that you want to push behind something to market yourself as a brand, then you have everybody gravitating to one point rather than you spreading it out there. You know, there are other marketing campaigns that people have chosen for that, but you asked my opinion about it.
Now real quick too, you know, for the record, you say you started off as a battle rapper.
Well, yeah,
Right.
I mean, definitely. I'll put it this way: when I was incarcerated, probably like maybe a few months after I got out, was one of the first battles I ever went to, and I remember I beat Pac FM in the finals.
Battles was different
Yeah,
back
he
then.
ain't, he ain't like that. But this is the interesting
On the
thing.
fly.
That night, I didn't battle one person. This is something we had to point out.
Exactly.
We had a tier
Exactly.
system, so it was like
Yeah.
there was 16 people there, and they
Got
competed
narrowed
to go
down
all
to
the way up
one.
to one person. So you had to battle
Exactly.
4 people.
It's a little
It's like,
different.
Y'all
you
know
know,
niggas
you had a
ain't ready
different
for
type
shit
of
like
battle.
that.
You know, you could win 3 battles and still lose and not go home with no money that night. I tell people all the time, I've definitely beat people in the finals, and they were like, damn, yo, I feel like I did all right. And I'm like, yeah, you did good. But at the same time, I'm thinking about it like, this person didn't get no money, didn't get no recognition, and people are like, oh, you come in second place. Like, which is fucked up, because you think about it nowadays, you just got to win one battle. Right.
I actually lost in one of them battles back in the day, so a nigga ain't lose sight. He was
Now-
there.
Now,
In the crowd talking shit.
real quick, like, last question too. Now they say battle rappers can't make music.
I love this question. I love
You know what I'm
this
saying? What's your take on that?
Just about every battle rap, everybody who's out there who's a rapper has been in
Been
kind
a
of
battle
So
rapper, exactly.
Some of them just chose to stick with that because they thought it was the best way to advertise themselves or not. I think the way that people get caught in it and what they really mean is you can't make songs about battle rap again and again and again and again and again. If that's the entire premise of your entire record,
Cannabis.
no, I didn't say all that.
I'm saying
The
it.
point I'm trying to make is that if the entire premise of the record is just to say, you know, I'm nice, we could get that in 2 or 3 songs if you're putting out a project like that. If you're doing just mixtape stuff, that's perfectly acceptable. But I think when people say battle rappers can't do that, they take the extreme of a battle rapper.
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't understand that he's not just doing this for that. But I think the other reason they say it, brother, is because now in this era, there's something that didn't exist in my era. There are people that just want to battle and don't give a fuck about really making music.
Exactly.
That I
Whereas
don't
everybody
understand.
else in my
Exactly.
era, the reason
Exactly.
they battled is because people wanted to notice their music. And I
Thank
say
you.
this, brother, because the prize back in the day, brother, was not just money. It was a chance to come back and perform. So the whole premise of it was to
Exactly.
say, I want to show and prove here so that I can be the individual who everybody's looking at the next time to say, not only is he the champion, but that nigga's nice and he got bars.
Absolutely.
Like, people used to come out and look for shit like that. That's
And he
how
got
people
good
got booked
music.
back in the
Yeah,
day. That's how
absolutely.
people got on tour back in the
Yeah,
day.
word.
So it's
Absolutely.
different now that there's
Way
that
different.
isn't available for the artists.
Half these battle rappers don't even do shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
True.
these battle rappers don't do no shows.
Now,
I think the
These
real-
niggas can't even perform. I be looking at some of the way they hold mics and try to rock on stage.
They don't
Shit
even
be
know what they
depressing
doing.
to me, son.
Word up. And I truthfully, I think
Word
the
to
real
mother.
question. I think the real question should. I mean, the real question, like the real statement should be, is that most. I think, you know, most battle rappers, like there should be more. Not that battle rappers can't make music, but there should be more battle rappers making music.
I think these
You know
battle
what I'm
rap
saying?
leagues need to try to cater to the artists inside of these battle rappers a little bit more too.
Truthfully.
Let a nigga perform on one of these
Yeah,
big ass smack
exactly.
cards during intermission.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Let a nigga that ain't battling that night. That probably battled on, you know what I mean? Like a nigga could have performed at Summer Madness during
Real talk.
intermission, B.
That
That was
was
a
wild.
lovely crowd.
Wild crowd.
That's
They
why
was
they
ready,
so
too.
restless, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, they
give
was
these
ready.
niggas something to fucking vibe to. Like
Yeah.
now, but like that's another thing. Like as far as battle rap, has it become more of a show? Like
Yeah.
rather
definitely.
than it being a battle.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
it seems
That's what fucked it up. You
Yeah.
think?
Outbar someone and still people would think someone else won.
Yeah.
You slapped them in the face or something.
Yeah.
You did something to physically intimidate them.
yeah, it's just
Exactly.
And that wasn't the way before because you weren't allowed to touch the other person. And if you were, the host would kick you off stage. Like
Right.
that's the difference. That's why I fuck with Poison Pen so heavy. Rebel Arms all day.
Uh-huh.
Because that nigga didn't tolerate none of that shit at the show. Yo, let you touch another nigga at Penn event.
Mind you,
Grab by the shoulder.
Poison Pen been hosting battles for years, people.
That's the other shit.
We ain't just talking about grind time right now. We talking about hook.com and bragging rights and you know what I mean? We talking about dumb shit.
For the record,
What you know about bragging rights?
for the record, excuse me, Mr. Poison Pen knows that he owes me an interview, and I've been chasing his ass for like 9 months.
All right, well, in Penn defense, he couldn't make it tonight.
I know.
He got caught up.
He
but
always does. Thursdays is bad. We already talked about. I still want my damn Penn interview, man.
Stop chalking with your fingers, nigga.
15 minutes of fame. Let's go.